Hello and welcome to the Uncalled For. Boy, do we have a great show for you tonight. We've got some Nuance Now to look at. Oh gosh, I'm sure this is going to be interesting. I really haven't seen him very much, so this should be really good. And we've got some other fun things to do. So let's get right around the room and see who is here with us. So let's get started. First up, we have one of our special guests is Cheese Mondo. Cheese, how are you doing?
Hello, Aimee. I'm absolutely fantastic. Hello, everyone. It's exciting to be back. Looking forward to it. I don't know who Nuance Now is, but I understand they're in for a kicking.
I think so. He is. This is going to be great. And next up, we have Wodentoad. Wodentoad, it's good to see you.
Hello.
Hello. How are you tonight?
Oh, pretty good. This one's. I'm gonna be spicy on this one, I'm sure.
Awesome. This is gonna be fun. And next up we have Mipet. Mipet, how are you doing?
I am doing pretty good, thank you. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be crazy, and then after the boring nut job, we've got some party action happening. So, hey, I'm all in. And happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Happy birthday. It's the day after my sister's, so happy birthday.
Nice. Thank you. And next up, we have Southern Hemisphere Globehead. Sal, how are you doing?
How's it, guys? I'm doing fantastic. Aimee, happy birthday. I hope you are wonderfully blessed. And I'm looking forward to, I don't know who the people we are going to be watching tonight, so very excited to hear something new.
Thank you so much, and I'm so glad that you're here to view it with us. This is going to be so much fun. And next up, we have who's pushing the buttons and everything for us is Colon. How are you doing tonight, Colon?
Well, I took a special nap earlier on just because I've been setting this up all day, making sure we had a show tonight, and yeah, I think it's going to run just nicely. And yeah, I apologize for the video find. Well, I managed to pull it in from a few friends of mine because this guy doesn't exist anymore. Oh, yeah. I'm going to hide in the background.
Probably got blasted off by somebody else.
Yeah, probably, but I'm definitely going to be hiding in the background because this could be painful.
This is going to be painful, I'm sure. This is going to be good. I can't wait to rip this guy apart. This is going to be fun. So next up, we have Glober Mom, who is going to help us tear this guy apart. How are you doing, Glober Mom?
I am good. Thank you very much. And yes, I've seen this video twice. Spoilers, I'm not going to say a thing. I will just watch with everybody else.
Okay.
But yes, I already wanted to rip him a new one days ago.
Oh, good. I can't wait to do this.
Yeah.
This is going to be excellent. And next up, we have another special guest. We have Trish with us, who goes by Queen on Discord. How are you doing, Trish?
Hello, Aimee. I'm good. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm very good. Thank you, Mipet, for the invitation. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys have got in store tonight.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to rip this guy apart. He's awful, so this will be fun.
I'm always keen for ripping people apart.
Exactly. This is going to be great. And next up, we have Savory Stone, who also goes by Kim. Kim, how are you today? Oh, are you muted? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, my fat finger's not working.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. Happy birthday, Aimee. I'm having some wine on your behalf this evening, and I cannot wait to get into this tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I'm excited about this. This is going to be so much fun. We've got someone whose butt we can kick tonight, and we've also got a little bit of fun things to do as well. So this will be great. So Colon, you want to just jump right in and get right started?
Okay, so yeah, this one was a particular interest to me because I spotted it and I let my wife watch it, and she was very, very agitated by it. And
okay.
I also thought Well, everybody having a chat about this that I've seen have all been men. And this looked perfect for the ladies of the UnCalled Four.
Thank
So
you.
here we go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Headphone warning. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Women are
I did
the
edit it.
physical manifestation of sensory perception. And in the same sense that when your senses are overloaded in any particular way, whether they're overloaded with pleasure or overloaded with pain, if your senses keep receiving that same stimulus over and over, you are not going to have as strong of a reaction to that same stimulus. In this same sense, being that women are the physical
Yeah, please.
Pause. Pause. Just for a sec. First of all, no woman has ever touched this child. Boy.
Yep.
Young.
Yep.
Manlet.
Yep.
Manlet. That's funny.
I mean, he
He's
still
he's
has
obviously
like
been rejected.
he's still got acne. Like he's what, 19 maybe?
Probably no older than 21.
I was thinking
No,
the
he
same
couldn't
thing whenever I saw
possibly
this.
be.
He's still got that baby face and the acne.
Mhm,
This boy has never. I don't.
I
Like
don't
you
think-
said, I don't think
10
he's
to
ever
1,
been touched
that's
yet.
his mother's house that he's in.
And
Probably,
also,
yep.
nobody lives in constant pain or, constant ecstasy like all the time. What is he saying?
He sounds like
He-
one of those
he has no clue what
kids
he's
that was
talking
taking
about.
extra notes at the drug abuse resistance education class that we took as kids in America.
Oh, okay.
I think
The
he
dare
was a
classes.
kid in high school, kept getting rejected by the girls, couldn't figure out why, found YouTube, and that was it. He fell down the
Yep.
rabbit hole of incels and MGTOWs, and
I
that was
know
all she wrote.
all about women rabbit hole.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, that's the thing when kids are in this age group between about 16 and
Mhm.
23, they know everything. We knew everything when we were that age.
Yeah, we
So-
asked. Yeah.
And our
Yeah.
parents were dumb.
Yep.
We just didn't have YouTube.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I didn't have the internet at 16, so there you go.
There was no internet when I was 16.
Nope.
There was like Prodigy and AOL discs and all that. But all right, let's. I've said my piece.
I say we keep going.
Well, ladies, when I was 16, AOL came on floppy disks. So let's move on, because this guy's definitely got a floppy.
manifestations of this phenomenon. That is why women's value must be preserved. They can't be trusted to handle anything of greater responsibility, anything of greater importance than daily household chores and taking care of babies.
Excuse me.
Pause. Oh my
Pause.
God.
He didn't go there.
Yep. He went
did
there.
not just go
He
there.
went there.
Yes, he
Because-
did.
Okay.
This
Okay,
little squirrel
Schrodinger
went there.
did a really good job with this one because he
Oh, I
pointed
love
out
Schrodinger's
4
take on him.
great women of our past who helped shape this world. But how about the everyday woman, such as
Mhm.
myself? Okay, I have 2 children by myself. I raised them. They're in their 20s now. They're great kids. They're not out drinking, driving. They're not, doing anything stupid. They're not out on drugs. And you know why? Because of me. Not because of my ex-husband, not because of their fathers, not because of any man. I raised them.
Here's one for you. Of my professors going to college, most of the ones teaching science and math have been women. PhDs in, engineering, in math, in chemistry. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
There's this funny YouTube video. It's Women Know Your Limits. That one, it's like this guy took that and just like ran with it. It's like, yep, that's.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This boy got rejected once, and then decided to go on a rant. Okay? That's what this boy did.
I'm afraid so.
No, he didn't even get to the girlfriend part.
And that's the bad part. I just can't get over how he feels that women should know their place, quote unquote, and it's in the home.
And they're
And it's so smart.
We have value, and our value has to be guarded by some man. When there's a bump in the night of my husband and myself, I'm the one that gets up to investigate.
Yep.
Oh no,
I'm the one with martial arts experience, but
I know. It's just this kid has.
Which means my man is set apart from the rest. I'm sorry.
There you go. There you go.
I got it. I've
My
got
man
it.
gets up, takes care of it too.
Hubby who gets extra
guy
hubby
just-
points.
This boy. I think a couple of women should confront him, take them over their knee, beat the shit out of him until he's learned his lesson about women.
Maybe he'll enjoy that. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, I'd make sure he didn't.
I would say let's continue this because we've only hit the surface, guys.
Yeah.
We've only hit the surface.
Guys.
Yeah, and Cheese Mondo, the whiskey's on my desk. If you want to jump on over here,
I would take a shot, Cheese Mondo. You're really going to need one. I guarantee a good double shot, maybe triple shot, even. Okay.
Yeah.
Soda. Prepare yourself.
I'm not a drinker, but I might start soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm there too.
Okay, I'm expecting a pause very soon. Okay.
You'll get one.
Babies. Not taking care of children, taking care of babies. Because once babies turn into children, that's when the psychological development comes into place, which far exceeds the capabilities that women are able to provide for the child. But going back to the...
Okay, pause.
We got to take this, in 10-second chunks because, my God, he packed in the stupid.
Yes.
I knew. I kind of wish Vishanti was here too.
I know. Oh, Vishanti would love this guy. Oh, God.
She's coming, don't you worry. She's on her way.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so... No,
I guess he doesn't know the meaning of the word children.
Psychological development starts in the womb.
Yep.
I don't know if he knows this. It starts in the womb because both of my children were different in the womb.
Yep.
They were different in infancy. They had different requirements, different modes of communication, different kicking patterns.
I think though when he's talking about psychological makeup, I don't think he's talking about the children. I think he's talking about women, not
he's
psychologically.
talking about himself.
Yeah, that too.
He's definitely talking. I don't think his psychological development has started
That's
yet.
what I get. That women are only psychologically able to handle babies, not children.
What?
Yeah,
toddlers above. That's what I got from him.
He said a second later that when the babies become children, they, when they get older, like from toddlers on, then that's when they start developing psychologically. That's what he said earlier.
Yeah, babies.
He knows nothing about
I don't think he even
he doesn't. And
among other things that he knows nothing about.
But I think he's also referring to women, and in his view, women are only psychologically able to handle babies. Yeah, that's.
I would really love to meet his parents and see what his parents say about this.
Well, he's still in their house, so you could probably.
No, I mean, I wonder if his parents have actually seen this.
Seen this? I doubt it. They may not even know he's doing YouTube videos.
If they even know about
it's probably a pastor or something.
Views women this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably a pastor. His father is probably a pastor.
Could be.
Oh my
he
God.
could be. He
Maybe,
could be a
but
child
look
of
at the
a.
statues in the back.
That's even worse.
That says that somebody knows anthropology in his house, or is connected to a specific cultural thing, because that's not something that he would have picked.
No, exactly.
And that's telling me that
probably
there's
comes
probably some education in his family that might even be his mom. If his mother, has a PhD, and he feels, and this was actually something I had an anxiety attack about going back to school, is that as I gain in my education, but my husband is of course not threatened by this. I think this young man this boy is threatened by intelligent women, which may be his.
No. He's not threatened by intelligent women. He's threatened by women.
Well,
yeah. Just women.
Yeah.
Maybe he had a bad experience, guys.
You know, he could be a product of divorce as well, and
that doesn't give you the right to go out and say horrible things like this, knowing that our history, the history of the world, was shaped by strong, powerful women. That gives you, just because you were hurt, does not give you the right to say or even think or feel things like this. You know, women have come a long way.
Yes,
and
we have.
it just to me it's wrong on so many levels that, you know, like I said, I would love to just meet this boy somewhere in a dark alley.
Should we try and do another 30 seconds?
Yes,
I'm going to get through 30 seconds.
Of course, he expounds even further. So let's get his wisdom and so we can smack it down.
We can certainly try, but I doubt we'll get that far.
Well,
try.
I'm being sarcastic, but you know.
Okay.
Okay, go.
A little bit more.
Value preservation. Women's value has to be preserved, while a man's value has to be created. Women are born with inherent value, men are born with no value, or next to no value. They're born with the potential for value. That's why when you see a young woman who hasn't done anything with her life, nobody's going to look down on her if she doesn't want to go to college or if she doesn't want to work. Nobody's going to think less of her for not wanting to do those things. Whereas they definitely will look down on a young man.
This boy has books in the background. Maybe you should try and read them.
Right.
I don't think he.
Oh.
Even if he read them, he couldn't comprehend them.
No.
At this, women aren't looked down on for not getting an education or not getting. Oh my Lord!
I know
what
for a
he's
fact.
been talking to. Somebody is putting these ideas in his head.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
think it's when he goes visiting his dad on weekends.
Somebody. He's probably been on YouTube watching too many videos, and we all know where that leads to.
Oh my God, this is a whole new rabbit hole. Y'all realize right?
I think he lives with his intellectual mother and visits his father on weekends, and his father is helping.
Lower paid or something, like has a lower
something
career.
Yeah,
or something.
I'm going to armchair philosophize on this.
I was thinking that he had one of those, fathers who may be overbearing, and he's the one he's getting these things from. While his mother may have been like a drug addict or something and is not in the picture. That's what I was going
from
with.
A strong father. Incel comes from a weak father.
No. I'm not saying a strong father. I'm saying a father who is weak-minded and thinks these things about women, who has these horrible thoughts. He's probably, some kind of racist, sexist, kind of person, while his mother may have been, like a drug addict or something like that, and she's not in the picture, or
I bet a shiny penny his parents are not together.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I agree.
No, but look at his background. Where do you think that is? If it's in his house is nice.
That's got to be a parent's house, and from that style of decoration, probably a woman's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, we're more into aesthetics.
Yeah, because that's definitely not a green screen.
That's a matter of how brains work, is that women are very good at geometry and spatial orientation.
That's because women are known for paying attention. Women are known for paying attention to detail.
Yeah,
men.
Detail.
Men don't pay attention to detail as much as women
You are
do.
not describing me at all.
Generally speaking, it's
but do
actually
you know where you are in space?
It's been a proven fact that women pay more attention to detail than men do. They studied it, I think, somewhere in Europe, I want to say, is where I read it from. but it was many years ago that I read this. But it has been a proven fact that women pay more attention to detail than men do, whether it be detail about their environment, people they meet, geography, like you said. You know, women are just known to pay attention to more detail than men. We notice the small things, whereas men tend to overlook them because they don't find them significant, whereas women find everything significant. It's just, that's the way, women were built.
Women are also better at spatial orientation and geometry, and not like specifically the numbers,
not the math,
calculating geometry. I'm talking about if you're packing for a trip, you can put it together in your head.
And women have a tendency to overpack. My mother is the worst at this.
I pack precisely everything.
My mom just poked her head in and she's looking at me.
You should see me when I go grocery shopping. I go to a place where you bag your own groceries and everything has to be just right in the bags and has to fit just right. And
OCD. More women have OCD than men.
Exactly.
I have it.
Commander 401, men tend to be more colorblind men, but that's because color blindness is on the Y chromosome. Or X chromosome. Sorry. It's on the X chromosome, and the Y chromosome actually no. That's genetic.
Dude, and Dr. Ben, I was just watching you on B Stream. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if we can get through at least
not next. Carry on.
10 seconds, I think, is what we can take because he packs it in so tightly.
3 words, and we're like, pause.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, ladies. You want more?
All right.
Let's go.
Who doesn't want to go to college and doesn't want to work and doesn't want to improve himself. Since women are born with inherent value, it can't actually be increased in the same way that a man's can. Men's value is based on what they've done and the type of person that they've turned themselves into. What kind of value they've brought into the community in which they're living or into the larger society. But a woman's value is not based on that. The reason a woman has inherent value is because her value is based on her fertility. To put it bluntly, that's what it's based on. Women's value is based on their fertility. That's why it's in the...
Okay, we can stop there.
Okay.
So
who told him that?
He has no value to society, obviously. He just said that he personally has no value to society, as he has brought nothing.
Obviously. I mean, good Lord. Oh. I mean, okay. How many... I can't.
Okay,
women are better with plants for growing food.
Multitasking,
that's right. Women have been known to have an eye in the back of their heads. Especially
I am reading actually this fantastic book. It's actually called Women's Work, and it's explaining how women making fabric and spinning and doing household chores is because of raising children. But some of the things that they did that, Minoans did and everyone did is just absolutely amazing and beautiful. And this is, and this is preserved in paintings. It's like, what did men do? Go to war.
Yeah.
Not only that,
I would never choose a side between men and women because everybody has a greater value than this boy is saying.
Exactly.
Women have more value in certain things and men have more value in certain things. Not to say that each other can't do each other's things. There are a lot of things that men do that women can if they choose to. There are a lot of things that men can do, or that, things that, cooking and cleaning. There are some men, that are better at cooking than women, so
my husband's great with my kids.
For him to sit here and say these things, that women are really good for this, it's hugely ignorant on his part. It really is. And he's way too young and inexperienced to be saying these things. It's as plain
I
and
agree.
simple as that. He's
I
way
agree.
too
I
young.
agree with that too. I agree with that. And you're right. There are some, there are 5-star chefs that are men, and there are some that are women. I mean, it's just, yeah. And I don't know where this kid is going, but he really does not have any experience yet to really understand what he's talking
Nope,
about.
he doesn't
It's
have
really
enough
sad.
experience to even
Experience
put an
like
opinion
any
like
part
that.
of the world.
And
Yeah.
it's a shame. It's a shame that he disappeared after he posted this video. I'm glad somebody got a hold of this because it's very amusing. But
There were. There's
think
been at
someone
least
nuked him from
3 or
orbit.
4 videos of this guy with this video I've seen when I was looking for it at one point.
yes, no,
Yeah,
a lot of
there's-
people have it because
covered
somebody
this.
snipped it from his channel before he
Yep.
before he got deleted.
Yep.
But I mean, it's a shame that he deleted it because I would actually honestly I would love. I watch these debates all the time about science and stuff. I'm not smart enough to do those. Actually, I've learned quite a bit on the watching the flat Earth debates and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The theology debates and stuff like that. But this is a debate I can full 1,000% get into.
Right.
I mean, I was actually my first fiance. He had a brother who was sexist, and I almost got into a physical altercation with him multiple occasions where he actually my fiance had to grab me and pull me away from the room because I was ready to beat his brother's butt because he was saying basically the same things this guy is saying, that women are good for nothing except to be barefoot and pregnant. And it was just
someone needs to talk to this man about Ada Lovelace.
I mean, every woman, like I said, the ones I can't think of them off the top of my head because I'm too worked up, but all the
there are
women
like
that
a billion.
Cat mentioned, God, I can't think of who are the women that he mentioned in his video.
He mentioned. Are you talking about Schrodinger?
Yeah.
There was somebody was in the military for like career, I think. He mentioned. Oh, my brain now. Dang it. Florence Joyner.
Amelia Earhart. There's so many women in our history, like I said, that have
he mentioned
shaped
Margaret
our
Thatcher,
world.
Indira Gandhi. Who was that runner? Florence Joyner?
Yeah.
Or Flojo? And then some military woman. And he says there's so many more badass women out there.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Yeah.
There are so
We
many
could be
badass
here
women.
all night just listing them, but like I said, I'm pretty sure that someone nuked this boy from orbit.
Hello.
Probably his mom. I bet his mom found it.
I've been
Golda
in the
Meir,
automotive
thank you,
business.
High Inquisitor. It was Golda Meir, not Indira Gandhi.
Look, I've been in the automotive business for over 25 plus years. If you had a problem with your car, you don't know how many times a man walked into my shop and said, "I need to talk to a mechanic." And you know what? I'm like,
Oh, wow.
what's the problem with your car? And this is the same thing I'd have to do with every single one of them. I have to keep my calm, remember, ignorance. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And so they come in and I actually have a really good story. This guy came in and he asked to talk to a mechanic. I told him, I said, well, tell me what the problem is. No, he kept insisting I need to talk to a mechanic. And I said, and this was at a transmission shop, not just a regular mechanic shop. It was a transmission shop.
Oh.
And I told him, I said, look, sir, I'm really sorry. My guys are really busy right now. They can't, come out and talk. Just tell me what your problem is, and then I'll maybe go ask him if I can't answer your question. So finally, he told me what was going on with his El Camino. And, well, no, he totally restored it. It is in really excellent condition, but he was having transmission problems. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful car. Anyways, so he told me what was going on with his car. I said, oh, well, it sounds like it's this. And he goes, oh. The next day he brings his car back, drops it off, and he goes, I am so sorry for assuming you didn't know anything, because I totally explained everything about what he was, his problem, why it was doing that, what was causing it, the symptoms, and the probable causes. I went through the whole spiel. Mm-hmm. And he came back the next day and he goes, if I ever bring my wife in here, please don't tell her I've said anything, because she would beat my ass. I am so sorry. I assumed that you didn't know what you're talking about because you're a woman. And to this day, I run into him at the store all the time, and he's a hoot. I mean, he's a really cool guy, but I mean, he totally apologized to me. Yes,
we have our
how
very
humbled
own
he
badass
was.
women in this
he
group.
was totally humbled by it because he realized that he was in the wrong. He assumed I didn't know anything because I had tits. Plain and simple.
Should we get back to the vid?
Okay, yes, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. More. Here we go.
Best interest of a woman, not to waste her inherent value and try to lock down a high value man or a man who looks like he's on his way to becoming high value as soon as she can. The more experiences a woman goes through, the less value she has as a woman. And it's not just fertility either, it's also based on her ability to stay with a mate. Children are more likely to survive if the father's in the home. Children grow up much healthier and much happier and are much more successful later in life when the father is present. And not just present, but consciously.
Pause.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
What the hell are you talking about?
Poor Colin and Cheese. I feel bad for them. No, I said it earlier before we started the stream. I raised my boys. Their fathers, they each have a different father. One of them was not in the picture at all. And my ex-husband, who raised my oldest son that is not his, or helped raise for the few years we were together, back when they were young. But after him and I split, I raised my kids. He moved out of state. I raised my kids. Okay? They won't even talk to my ex-husband now. You know, my youngest, his birthday is on my ex-husband's birthday. And every year I ask him, are you going to call your dad this year? Are you going to, Christmas comes around, do you want to call your dad? You know, and I always ask him. I will never, ever try to put a wedge between them, but it is his choice. And they don't want to. And not because of anything I said or did, but because of his actions. So I raised my kids. My kids are great kids. Like I said, they don't do drugs. They're not out running the streets at night. They're not doing nothing. My kids are nerdy kids. They'd rather be, you know, doing like this, you know, watching YouTube, hanging out with their friends online or whatever, or working. And that's it. So, you know, for him to say this is total BS. And I mean, my dad, my parents, you know, split when I was young. My dad was in the picture, but my dad was not, you know, a strong figure in my life. So, you know, for him to say this is just, it's total BS, and it irritates the crap out of me. Sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah. From the similar perspective, my parents split. Their divorce was actually finalized on my second birthday. And I was raised mostly by my mom, my siblings, my brother, my sister, and myself. Raised mostly by our mom, who at one point was working 2 or 3 jobs to keep us afloat. She was delivering pizzas to keep us afloat while she also had a career job, which she kept. And she showed us the value of, you know, being of her own strength, of herself. And when I was in high school, or I think early in college, anyway, she got her master's degree. My sister has her master's degree. My brother's just an idiot, so we'll ignore him. But I'm in college myself and pursuing an advanced degree eventually. So,
I only have bad opinions of men who actually deserve it. So I don't generalize, because my hubby is awesome, and I've known some really horrible people, but I'm not gonna judge everybody by the same standard like this lighty. This is a lighty. He's a lighty. He doesn't know anything.
No, you're right.
I think he watched a few MGTOW videos and he's gone over the deep end. Somebody needs to save him.
Yeah.
Because
somebody needs to be that.
We are not short of assholes, don't get me wrong. So we need better people.
I don't paste men in general with a broad brush.
You just called your brother an idiot.
No, that's specific to my brother. That's beside him.
When you
couple of those.
public, you should speak nice about him. You should.
No, I'll speak nice about my husband, who is a wonderful man, a great father. He works hard. He's he's a PhD in computer science. I'm so freaking proud of him. And my son is, just a great kid. And there are lots of
my
very
hubby
good
is a
men.
genius all round. He's a genius. And I've told Mipet he's actually a genius. Yeah. So
Well, I'll say I am jealous of you ladies because it sounds like you both have wonderful men in your lives.
We do.
So, and that's great. And that's wonderful. I love to hear about couples who are happy and together and everything's, they have a mutual respect for each other. Unfortunately, not all of us can have that.
This is our 21st year together.
And if we don't finish this, keep going with this vid, we're going to be here for 5 hours. Trust me. We need to keep going, ladies. So, zip it for 30.
Video on
away we go,
the show UnCalled. We barely got through the part of the one video.
How far are we?
Let's not do that.
Oh, I'm just starting to think it was a good idea. I had to sleep earlier. Okay, let's roll.
Involved in the children's lives. That's why stepfathers don't really do the trick. You can't just inject a male person into a child's life and say, this is your new father now. That's not how psychology works. That's not how human brains work. The child knows it's not their actual father. And before any idiots go, well, I formed a bond with my stepfather, I'm aware that exceptions exist. I would still argue that you're not as close to your stepfather as you would have been to your biological father had you had the chance. But like I said, the more experiences, whether positive or negative, that a woman goes through decreases her value because women cannot handle the stresses or the pleasures of life. The more stress she goes through, the more she sees the world as nothing more than a negative.
I'm biting my tongue so freaking hard right now.
Now, one thing I do agree with, he's right.
A woman into a stronger woman. Those are the things that shape a woman into a stronger woman, and he can't see that because he's too.
One thing I agree with him on is now hear me out. I have experience in this. I raised my son as a single mom for 4 years. He never knew his real father because we were across the country from him. Yep. I married my husband. My husband is his father in every way, except biological.
Yes.
That's one thing I agree, because he said there's exceptions to that, which I do agree with. But you don't stun women for that. That's sometimes it's the man does not need to be around the kid, and that's why women don't have them around the children, around their dad.
Yes.
You know, there's reasons behind that. Why they don't know their fathers.
And just to balance it out, this kid obviously doesn't know that there are bad mothers out there. He's just dumping everything on women and giving the men a free pass. Like,
can we also talk about women in stress? Because I don't know if he knows this, but when men get close to having a heart attack, not only they have more symptoms. They have, they react and doctors will react to the symptoms. When women begin to have a heart attack, it's a silent killer for a lot of women because we're so used to,
stress and pain and
heart attacks kill women silently.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It terrifies me.
It's our stress and our reaction to emotional
tell me that we can't handle it. No,
cause
it's because
us to be
we
stronger. He's got it totally backwards. I'm a stronger woman because of what I've been through.
Yeah, if women can't handle stress, tell me about the man flu.
Oh my God! Tell me about any man with a cold or a sniffle. Every time a man
I think Aimee wants to get in on this.
I'm sorry. Men are the biggest babies when they get sick, and I'm sorry, Colin, and I'm sorry, Cheese. I love you guys, I really do. But men are the biggest babies when they get sick.
Yes,
women will usually just work through it and deal with it. My ex-husband, oh my God, he was the worst.
Can I just jump in here real
Yeah,
quick?
Amy wants to say something.
Yeah, I just needed to jump in here real quick with a good comment about what he had just said. He said, Maya Atkinson says, what? There's no research to show that a child thrives more with a biological parent. Adopted children do better than biological kids, leaving a lot out there, I know, she said. But I guess there have been studies out there to show
Yes. That's a good
Right.
point, though, because he's not even thinking about child adoption, where a child basically gets a new set of parents.
He's also not thinking. He's thinking biological and not environmental as well.
Yes.
Exactly.
And also, we find that adopted children are showered with, more love.
Oh yeah.
This guy has no idea what he's talking about.
No.
We lost somebody.
Just straight up.
We
Someone
lost
drop?
somebody.
They'll come back in.
Okay.
If they drop, they'll come back in. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Should we keep going with this?
I am trying to bite my tongue so hard. I really am, but I've been dying to
It's
play
not-
into this.
I'm handling this. I'm making lace while I do this, so I can handle this.
I have been watching these videos on this guy, and I have been dying to spew my thoughts on this for a few days now, and I actually have the chance with you guys, and I love it, and I'm so happy. But I am biting my tongue so hard because I know we need
It's
to
hard
get
enough
this video.
not to, because he says so much stupid.
I know.
But we just have to go get through it and let it go further than we do. So.
All right. All right, bite your tongues, ladies.
Let's continue some more.
Okay, biting.
Yeah. Just so you know, we're a quarter of the way through the video. We've done 3 minutes of 12.
Okay,
so
can we
far, I've got a
manage 30
feeling.
seconds? Can we do a 30-second
Okay,
spot?
wait. Hold on. Before we start back, can I just ask one question? Colin and Cheese, I would love to hear a quick opinion from you guys.
On this dude.
We won't kill you, we
Jeez.
promise.
I
Oh my
was
goodness.
aghast when I heard this guy.
If this guy was your son, how would you feel?
He would be over my knee. And his computer privileges removed for the next 5 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Good. He's found somebody like Validation Boy, one of the incel crew like that, and taken their word as the truth, and then comes on in his. I think it's his mum's house that he's in. He comes and makes a video in his mum's house, saying how awful women are. It's sad. It's just sad.
Shelley, the cheerleader, rejected
It's a
him.
rebellion.
I would say he's a cross between Validation Boy and Copeland, because he's got a lot of values or a lot of things Copeland talked about. And
It's
a lot of parodying he does in that.
yeah. It's a mix of. It seems to be a mix of both of them. It's quite
a
sad.
mixture, for sure. It is very sad.
It is very sad.
Uh-huh.
No, he should just move into the real world. In the real world, it's not as nuanced or specific like that.
But I don't think he's ever lived in the real world. He has no clue what it is.
Vast array of personalities,
He's too young and inexperienced to have these feelings, or even to be able to express these thoughts.
I mean, his brain is still developing, so.
There's a study I read where teenagers, like I said, between the age of about 16 and 20, I think it said 25, that certain parts of the ability to project into the future basically shut off in the teen brain, which teaches our monkey selves to go have lots of babies and not care about the consequences.
Right.
And now, mind you, this is stuff that I read many years ago, but from what I understood, a male does not actually mature until, fully mature mentally until he's in his mid to late 20s, almost 30.
Wait, they fully mature?
Yeah,
I wasn't told.
Okay, as much as possible.
Allegedly.
I'm still waiting for my husband to mature. And he's 58. So I mean, just saying, it's
If he's 58, it ain't never.
I thought I did good because my ex-husband was 10 years older than me. I thought I was doing the right thing by finding an older man. Okay, that was so wrong.
Okay, so shall we have a little bit more?
A little bit
Okay,
more.
let's see if we can get through, what, 30 seconds?
Let's see.
I'm
Let's see how
trying.
far we go. Let's see.
Place. And I've mentioned this in a previous video, but it's because women are not able to connect with God in the same way that men are. Women are not able to renew themselves mentally. They see everything on earth through the lens of the material. They see everything on earth through the lens of sensory perception. If something doesn't excite them enough, then it's not a good thing. If something stresses them out too much, then it's also not a good thing. Everything has to be new, everything has to be fresh, everything has to be exciting all the time, 100% of the time, otherwise it's bad. That's how women see the world. They don't have an accurate lens of reality through which they see the world. They just don't see reality.
Okay, we can't do anymore. No.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't get that far.
Accurate lens of reality? Seriously?
We can't.
I'm
What
sorry.
was it he said? We can't revive mentally or something?
Yeah.
And like that.
And we don't connect with God. Okay, first off, BS.
Well, I mean,
just
in my
leave that whole
case-
thing alone. But
That's total opinion anyway, so.
okay, I'm sorry. Oh
We
my God.
actually I'm so seriously.
Women can't progress in my patriarchal religion.
Oh.
Oh, Sal,
sorry,
you were
I'm
just about to
just-
say.
I'm speechless. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we apparently, according to him, because we take in sensory anything more deeply, we can't evolve. Although
What?
women have
Does it-
evolved more than men.
No, we are the same species. We are the same species. What the hell?
But I mean, as a sex.
No,
I mean, as a sex. Women
what
have
the hell?
evolved more than men have in history. Women have evolved more than men have
Yeah, hasn't
in
he
our
heard
history.
of Lucy? Like, honestly, Lucy, the first actually gendered, what do you call it, fossil that we have. Lucy
Yes.
is actually the first female, it was, the fossil was able to be
But
gendered.
that's evolution. That's not creation. Don't go there. Sorry.
I think
Oh,
Cheesemonger
geez.
had his hand up. Let's
Yeah,
see what
he
he
did.
wanted to say.
I came back with ice cream.
I think I've figured this out. He's in his mum's house. Those are his mum's books behind him, and he's gone to the psychology section instead of starting with the new books, which are probably on the right shelf. He started on the 1850s books, which are on the left of the shelf, and he thinks that's current thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually have on my
The
shelf.
guy's an idiot.
that's what this reminds me of. That was one of the first things that I thought whenever I first saw this video, is that he reminds me of those people back in the 1800s or before, when women got hysterical and thought it was a disease and could be fixed
Oh, I actually
because
have
they
on
were
my
in
shelf,
menopause or they were on their period.
right beside me, there's a book from 1820, I think, called Dr. Clark's Marriage Guide. I have this with me. It's hilarious.
Oh my
husband
God,
bought
I
it
would
for
love
me
to read that.
as a gift because it's, he's amazing.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
1890, I'm
but
sorry.
that's what he reminds me of, is those people who
Yeah.
would lock
Oh,
up
yeah.
women because they had a period and their emotions got the better of them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
okay, let's lock her up and drug her because apparently
Right.
something's not right.
Yeah.
And that's a horrible, horrible thing. I mean, could you imagine in today's time doing that to women? And
No.
whenever I think back to what the struggles that women have been through and everything that we have come across and pushed through, and I'm a huge feminist.
I mean, think about something. We've only had the right to vote for 100 years.
And
Yeah.
women died for it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, my daughter says white women have had the right to vote for 100 years.
Okay,
Well,
yes.
let's not go there, but
We're not going to go there. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
We're not going to go there.
that's a whole nother discussion. But
Yeah.
this is just this stupidity, this amount of
Mhm.
stupidity angers me so much because of the struggles that women have gone through to get us to where we are today. Just like my story from earlier, men assuming that I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm a woman. And it just irritates the crap out of me. You don't know how many times I've pulled over on the side of the road and helped somebody get their car started in a parking lot. They're having car troubles. I help them, and I'm a woman. They look at me, you know, especially if it's a man, they look at me and they're like, you don't know what you're doing, you know? And it irritates me that, you know, women still get looked at as a lesser being.
Yeah.
Because men know better.
Well, they think they know better. So, you know, certain hold on.
Yeah,
we'll call certain men who don't have their butts not on their shoulders. That was a double negative. I'll get there eventually. Mm-hmm. Certain men with their butts on their shoulders don't understand basic things about anything.
Yeah, I know. Okay, go back to the video.
Yeah, we need to get back to the video.
I'm going to mute myself because I am on edge. And man,
I'm just sitting here laughing. Just everybody's reaction to this is just it's since I've already seen this. It's just
I broke out. Yeah, I broke out a what size is this? This is one of those big bottles of wine, the big bottles, you know. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have.
I'm thinking maybe you're not using glass with that.
Just chugging it. I got it.
Okay, back to the video.
Interpret the quality of reality through the type of sensory input they're receiving. That's why girls don't work out. You ever wonder why the vast majority of women don't work out? They're fortunate enough to be born with a nice looking body, and then it just wastes away. They don't work out. They could preserve their body a little bit by working out, but that's why. It's because it hurts. Working out hurts. And since women only interpret the world through sensory perception, anything that hurts is a bad...
Oh, he's almost...
I'm sorry. I had to, because this was one of the things that really irritated me, was because he says it hurts and women can't deal with pain. Excuse me, childbirth.
Yep, childbirth, exactly.
Carrying a child for 9 months, giving birth, whether it be natural or cesarean, because cesarean you have to deal with the pain of healing afterwards.
Yeah, thank God both mine were natural, so that my brain just kind of deleted the pain. But you know, I
had 2 C-sections.
Oh,
I had
honey.
2 C-sections, and so I was awake for both. But you know, they give you an epidural, but the thing is what they don't tell you is that, oh, hey, Bee's here. What they don't tell you is that, sorry, I saw her. When I had my first C-section, whenever they went to go pull him out, it actually felt like they were pulling my lungs out at the same time. Okay, I remember that, and I felt it, and it was painful. Afterwards, you couldn't cough, sneeze, fart, pee, nothing without hurting.
Both of mine were natural. The drugs actually wore off right at transition, so all of the actual pushing phase and the delivery was drug-free. Which
I wish mine had been. I really wanted to at least experience it once, to have that experience of a natural birth. But unfortunately, I couldn't, because my first one, he was too long for my body structure. He was 24 inches long, so he was wedged. And my second one was an emergency. The cord was wrapped around his neck. So I couldn't have any kids after my second one, because I had to have a complete hysterectomy at 27. So I wanted to have the experience, but I couldn't. So, and I'll never have it. But for him to say that women can't deal with pain.
Yeah. Which is not, and that's just not just childbirth, because there's all the aches and pains of being pregnant, walking around like an overstuffed hippo in the summer.
Yeah, your ankles swell up. You can't deal. Both my kids were born in
your
July,
organs getting pushed out of place.
Yeah, your bladder, everything. So we go through so much more than men do. Why? Because we can handle it. We can deal with the pain, and we know how to manage it, and we know how to work through it. I I had a triple D chest for many, many years, up until like 3 or 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, I finally had a breast reduction. Back pain. My back pain since I was 17 years old was extensive. I have permanent indentions in my shoulder from wearing bras.
I'm at an F cup and I don't wear bras.
Women deal with pain so much better than men. And most men will even admit that. Most men will actually say, yes, I can't deal with that. There's no way I could even imagine going through that.
Shall we try some more video?
Okay, go.
Okay, well, just to roll on with this point, I don't think I've actually done any proper workout, serious workout, in about 15 years. Right, I generally just do general workout and just walking, long stretches, and all that kind of stuff. My daughter,
we forgot to cover that.
My daughter, who's 30 years old, she does 2 to 3 hour workout sessions, and she is fit as hell, and she really enjoys doing it. So this guy, really, oh boy, you do not know what you're talking about, man. Anyway, back to the video.
They can't handle it. They literally can't handle working out. That's how strongly this influences their mind. And just as when I was saying earlier, when a woman goes through too many negative experiences, she's not able to renew herself because women are not as connected to God. They're not able to refresh themselves psychologically. They're not able to detach themselves from the material world. And don't let their astrology fool you either. All this crystals, all the chakra, the healing bullshit, there's no such thing as chakras. There's no such thing as crystals, lighting incense. All of that is still sensory. There's no divine presence there.
Pause, please. It's my turn.
It's about
right.
Yes, birthday girl.
Thank you. This is a load of bollocks what this guy is saying about the chakras crap and everything. I am not into that at all. I am very not into that. I'm just searching for the right words here. I'm worked up as well. I'm keyed up as well. So I'm doing my strategies. But that's not a quote unquote woman thing. Some of the chakra stuff comes from ancient religions, and both men and women have practiced those ancient religions. So for him to say that, he is very full of poop.
He obviously has heard of spirit science. Jordan. Somebody should introduce this guy to Jordan. Maybe we should find him and send him a link to Martima81's videos. Because honestly, spirit
if
science...
only he was still on YouTube.
I just don't know. I don't know what this guy's talking about. He looks like he can't be any older than 12. And he's
jumping all over the place.
Generalizations about women. I work out every day. Like, what's he talking about with the whole pain thing? I'm not getting what this guy's saying. It looks like, has he ever had a girlfriend before? How old is he? I mean, he honestly looks 12. Like, where is this world way of thinking that he's come up with? Where's he?
Also, somebody never told him, no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
I renew myself by, I just had a little bowl of tiramisu ice cream. I feel renewed. I feel ready to take on more of this.
I need more ice for my wine because it's not cold wine, so I need ice, and then I'll renew myself.
There you go. Let us renew ourselves, ladies, and get back on right.
Yeah, can we get Aimee in a second?
In the meantime, I've got to introduce Vishanti, and Vishanti is here. How are you tonight, Vishanti? Are you ready to take on this little dweeb we've got here?
I'll just... God.
Okay, Vishanti, first I have to ask, have you seen this video before?
Yes. I'll say the same thing that I said in Creaky Blinders video, and it's, this guy is talking a lot of shit for someone who has waxed eyebrows.
Oh!
That's brilliant.
And still has acne.
Yes. I don't think he can even shave yet. But my son has a mustache. This boy, no.
He's got
My son had a mustache at 13, and he wouldn't shave it for years.
Yeah, mine's 14. Same thing.
He's finally now getting the beard that actually grows, that not in patches now. You know?
Oh, you're right.
And he's 27.
It's kind of cute, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute when it's
all
your own
blotchy
kid and
and
they have
yeah.
respect. But when it's not your own kid and they have no respect, then it's like, we're going to make fun of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can't grow a beard yet, I
wish
don't
you
think
had been here from the beginning, because I know you and I love listening to your thoughts.
Yeah.
We haven't gone through much of this.
Hey, Vishanti. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If I go quiet, it's because I'm just raging in the background.
Raging in the background. Suffering in the background.
This one's easy to do that with.
Also, I'm gonna go start some lasagna. So.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go back to it.
Okay, back to the video.
Still, just because it makes them feel good doesn't mean that there's a divine presence there. They might feel a tiny bit of divine presence because typically when they interact with these things, they're becoming more still in body, and that's how you gain greater contact with God. That's how you connect yourself better with the divine presence. But since they're not able to go all the way, they're satisfied with sensory perception. They think that the crystals are the divine presence. They think that the incense or the astrological signs are the divine presence, when really it's just more sensory perception. It's just more material, surface level interpretation. But in the same sense that negative experiences traumatized them in a way that cannot be recovered from, so do pleasure experiences. If a woman has the best...
Everybody has sort of trauma. What the hell is this guy talking about? Wow.
Women can't recover from?
See, this is what I was saying earlier, is that, you know, he has absolutely no idea. I mean, has this kid even ever taken any type of history class? Ever? Our strength, our current strength, comes from all of the trauma and horrible things that have happened to us in the past.
You say history class. I'm wondering if he's ever taken any class. The words he's using, it's not like any context. He's jumping all over the place.
And he's pretentious as heck.
Question. Is he talking about recovering from, like, trauma? Just help me out here. Okay,
To him, women are good for nothing but being barefoot and pregnant at home up until the child is
a
child, not a baby.
So basically, he's saying, oh no, women can't recover from trauma. And yet, how is it that all these dudes who couldn't get girlfriends went and killed a bunch of people or shot up a yoga studio because no one would date them because they're total pieces of crap? But no, we can't deal with trauma. Okay. Go outside, touch some grass, and get your ass in therapy, dudes.
Exactly.
Seriously.
You know, if you look at history and you look at most of mass murders, serial killers and all that kind of stuff, they're mostly men.
You literally can't tell these guys the word no without them flying completely off the handle.
They're so emotional. They can't handle the emotions.
No, they can't. He's sitting there saying the exact same thing that should be said about himself, not women. Because women don't... Okay, if you walk into a bar and a guy hits on you and you're like, no, dude, no, thank you. What does he say? Fuck you, bitch.
Yep.
Excuse me?
He goes, oh, well, you're ugly anyway. Well, then why'd you start hitting on me, you twerp?
You know, if the roles are reversed, the woman's like, okay, whatever, moves on to the next. You know, it's
fragile.
If you can't have a rejection, don't go talking to women.
Just so fragile. Fragile little egos.
Hannah had a really good comment in the chat. He also hasn't learned much history. Women were instrumental in developing the codes used not just NASA to fly men to the moon, but also for computer development and hundreds of other inventions.
That's
Totally
that's
true.
what I've been saying. It's like there are so many women in our history that have shaped our world, not just for women, but for all of humankind.
And let's not forget, not all those women probably could have children.
This is also an issue where up until very, very recently, women simply weren't allowed to do many, many things. So they're like, well, why aren't they in history books? Why aren't they writing this? Why aren't they doing that? Because you wouldn't let
Because history is patriarchal.
Like, this is 100%, like, guy, this is just 101 level stuff.
Yeah.
Like, 101 level stuff.
There was a time in ancient history when women actually worked alongside men. They actually went into battle with men. They trained men until Christianity came around.
Yep.
And they were pushed to the side.
Let's talk about the Amazons. Let's talk about the Vikings. Let's talk about even in the Middle Ages, where they're telling you that women were so repressed. They weren't. They were the ladies of their households. They were in charge. When men came home, they submitted to their wives.
Yes,
they did.
Yes.
And that's something that for some reason these little whelps have forgotten. Don't know.
Like I said, he's never taken a history class. He's never he's never read the
He's
history
not got
of
enough
humanity.
cock to wobble.
Hey, what?
And if we don't go back to watching it, we're going to be here.
Yeah, we're not going to finish this if we don't.
We're going to be like 3 hours. Come on, ladies. We can do it.
Okay.
30 seconds, okay?
30
we are
seconds.
just about halfway through, so let's
Bite your tongue,
try and get a
ladies.
little bit
Come on.
more.
Sex of her life with a guy. She will never be able to enjoy another man again. It has to stay at that high level. You ever wonder why divorce courts favor women? It's because the objective is to maintain the woman's lifestyle. No attention is given to the man's lifestyle. Nobody gives a single fuck about men, okay? Just for you guys thinking you're gonna change the divorce courts, men need to be given more rights. Men need to be prioritized in court. None of that shit's ever gonna happen. That's never.
Okay. He's such an incel. God, this is just pathetic.
You're old enough to be an incel.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
damn. Sorry, but I'm just looking
there's
at
a
his
pause
picture on the
face.
screen. That's a pause.
That's a
Oh my
pause
God.
face game right there.
Look at all that
That's about
chin.
that face right there explains exactly who he is as a person.
You know, you put this on the internet. Women are gonna see it, and they're gonna know that he's not marriage material or
Right.
Women
You
are
know
gonna
what's sad?
avoid like the plague.
You know what's so sad is that, there are women out there, and it angers me to no end because I do think about the history of women that want this. They want a woman they want a man to dominate them and to tell them what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and women want that submission. But it irritates the crap out of me. It does.
I'm not going to be irritated by that because that's works for them in their heads.
But when they go out and spew this stuff, women spew this kind of thing on the internet, because I've seen women do it. Go out there and spew this hate towards women.
Yeah, they
It irritates the crap out of me. And that's what I'm now. If they want to do it in private, that's one thing. I don't care.
Yes.
To each their own. But when you go on the internet as a woman and degrade women as a woman,
that's not.
That
is where I draw the line.
And then, again, I keep calling this 101 level stuff because if you were to take the most cursory, basic, introductory class or seminar on like even waves of feminism, you would learn about internalized misogyny. Like, that is a thing. Women hating other women. This whole, well, I'm not like other girls. That is literally how you enable the spread and the perpetuation
And
of
there's not just
patriarchy.
male
Like,
toxicity, there's female toxicity, which is pretty much what that is.
Exactly.
Just
You're
like
keeping your
Have we
own.
forgotten the mom wars?
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
back on.
Go
30
back.
seconds.
Okay.
Come on, guys. We can do this. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Just to get back on the point that he was actually going on about the courts, there was just a little message from Commander 401 again. Most of the time, primary custody is given to the women. That's why they need the money, or
Yep.
assistance, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, really,
Now-
dude.
I will say I'm not 100% with that, because there are women that use their kids to get custody, to get more money, and don't even put it towards their kids.
Oh, I
There
have
are
stories
women
about
out there
that, but
that
I'll
do
keep
that.
that for next time.
That is a
Yes.
fact. That is a
whole
fact.
nother. That is
My
a whole
husband's
nother
ex.
issue.
But we'll keep that for
But-
next time.
That is a thing. And,
Yeah.
But yes, like me, when I divorced my ex-husband, I didn't file for child support right away, even though it was granted in the divorce. I didn't actually file for years. I did not ask for a cent from that man. I didn't ask him for help for back to school, medical stuff, nothing. I never asked him for a penny until my youngest son. I told him, he was going to need braces. He needed to have 5 teeth removed from his mouth. It's going to cost me around $5,000.
Oof.
And to have all this done. And so I called him and I said, look, I've never asked you for anything, but I need help with this. He couldn't eat meat. He couldn't eat hardly anything because his teeth hurt so bad. And I said, but I need you on this. And he turned around and said, it was around August that I called him. He said, well, maybe, this is the key word, maybe come November, I can start sending you $50 a month.
Oh wow, so generous.
I said, excuse me?
Yeah.
And that's when I turned around and I went and filed my child support.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and
thankfully-
another thing that these guys fall into is it's just because there are some shitty people that do shitty things does
Yes.
not mean everyone in that demographic does that shitty thing.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not all women are strong. Not all women, are like us that, okay, we take what we're beaten down with, we build on it, and we use it to strengthen ourselves. Not all women are like that. Some women take that and then turn it around against other people and then beat somebody else with it. You know what I
and
mean?
Not all serial killers are men.
that is very true.
This is
Most of
true.
them are, but not
Most
all
of them
But
are, but not all.
I will
of them.
say this: Purple Rhymes with Orange put it very succinctly. Part of the problem here is the system isn't set up to help mothers get ahead, like single mothers. It was created with the idea of helping widows until they could remarry. People just didn't conceive of a woman being single and having to do all
Right.
of these things
Yeah.
by herself. That just
Yeah.
didn't really compute. So you were set up to this will hold you over until you can get into another arrangement. And the same thing tends to happen today because I see it all the time. I work at a nonprofit and you see how you have to jump through all these different red tape hoops, and
my
even
God.
when you finally get the thing you were signing up for, it's just such a tiny little pittance. It's just such
It's not enough.
yeah, it's
Oh,
an
God,
insult,
yes.
honestly.
Because
Yeah, it is.
yeah, I
Single-
have problems trying to do that too. Trying to get assistance or whatever through the state, being a single parent. I had a lot of issues with that. But, in living in Texas, and I don't want to sound racist or anything like that, but living in Texas, it is harder for Americans or actual citizens to get support. Believe it or not. So
Compared to-
I'm not going to go into that
compared to,
because that's a whole
what?
nother.
That's a whole different show.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
whole nother.
Tell you stories
Amy,
about that
still a
as
hand
well.
up? Amy?
Go ahead, Amy. Birthday girl. Amy,
Amy?
you're muted.
Yeah,
Damn
mute button. I
you.
fucking hate that mute button. Yeah, that's enough, Matt. I was just going to say, as a single widowed mother, yes, I get that completely 100%. The system really isn't set up to help me, help
Yeah.
me get back to where I need to be to go to work and do the things I need to, and, so I can be a productive member of society.
I didn't know that.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, and so that I could, be a better parent for my son. That would be so much better. I would think that would be a great thing. That this system needs to change badly. It's
they're
pretty archaic.
You know,
now.
I'm a full supporter of a woman being president, a good woman. I think that we need a good woman in presidency. There are the women that.
What defines your parameters for good?
There, I have a lot of parameters.
That's definitely another show.
We need to get back to the public.
Yes.
Let's finish off this video.
The chat saying, "Okay, play the video."
Have control, ladies. Use your mute.
Let's get back to the video then.
Bite tongues.
Okay.
Ever, I can't even emphasize how little. I can't even emphasize how that's never going to happen. It's just not. But back to what I was saying. The woman's lifestyle is to be maintained. That's the priority. Now, the positive implications of this prioritization would be that if the woman has a small child and the dad's a deadbeat, then yeah, we would want to make sure that they're financially set up. But in the vast majority of divorce cases, and just cases dealing with men and women in general, none of those details are taken into consideration. It is only taken into consideration that she is a woman, and due to our feminist culture, she's inherently a victim, and he is a man, which means he's inherently a perpetrator, and he's inherently a bad guy. And so the rewards, the fruits of the man's labor are given to the woman, regardless of the context of the situation. But jumping back to what I was saying, even pleasurable experiences are too much for the woman to handle because they cannot refresh themselves. They can't see men in a new light. They can't appreciate different aspects of the man. All they see is
The what? The what?
We need to let him finish.
Let him finish his thought.
Let him make his point.
Yes, please, let him finish his part, and then we'll break again because this is good.
Whoever gives them the most dick, whoever gives them the most exciting experience, whoever takes her on the.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
He said a pleasurable experience is too much for a woman to handle. He's never pleasured a woman.
No, never has.
Oh my god. I can't make that statement on him.
No. Say you've never pleasured a woman without saying you've
This boy is still a virgin and has absolutely no life experience.
I'm pretty sure that he's not fully a man yet.
No.
Pretty sure his
They're never
balls haven't
fully men,
dropped.
honey. They're never fully men.
Oh
There's little boys in bigger bodies. That's all. Sorry,
yeah,
Quarantine
that's
Mondo, but I
very
think you all can
true.
agree with me on
It's
that.
too much for a woman to handle. Okay, I'm gonna
He's
leave married
never
women out of this
pleasured a woman.
question. Hold on.
cannot.
I have a question.
Guarantee you. Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Married women, I'm leaving you out of this because I love you and I love your husbands. That's a wonderful thing. How many of the single women on this panel have actually ever gotten to that point? Wow. Point proven. Okay, thank you.
I didn't hear the question for a second. I'm sorry.
I said, how many women have actually, other than the married women on the panel, the single women on the panel, how many women have actually gotten to the point where the pleasure was that good?
Where you can't even handle it?
Or right before?
God, this is pretty personal.
That's my point. I mean,
that's another show. We need to get through.
It is another show, but the point is,
how do I keep this monetized?
Who said it was?
That's
a been demonetized by now. Yep.
I think this one kind of might have went down with this video alone.
Cannot speak for any other person, but I will say that the only time that I myself in my own physical body have skirted close to the line of not being able to handle it was with myself.
Same here.
Okay.
Don't be embarrassed because it's the same here. And okay, now let me say this about myself because I'm not ashamed. I have no qualms. I am a totally open book. I have had a lot of different sexual experiences in different multiple partners one time, swapping all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
and the best time I've ever had has been alone.
Yeah, there are some people in the chat kind of adding to that, saying like, hey, you know, my partner experiences this thing, and at some point it's just a case of like overstimulation or nerves that are just like, oh my god, okay.
Stuff happens, and sometimes it's just impossible.
It is actually another thing that I read years ago, that it is actually, I think it was another European study. Europeans do a lot of these kind of studies, but that it is harder for a woman to reach a higher climax than it is for a man.
Well, they're also not like male bodies aren't wired the same, so it's all about like one build up and then that's it. Whereas women's bodies, like female oriented bodies, those tend to be oriented in cycles and not just like one big multiple orgasms. That's a thing that we can do. Like female bodies can do this. Male bodies just don't take that. They take a lot more work to do multiple rounds in a night. So
I've only been with one man who has ever got me close to that point. One. Not that I've been hundreds like this guy says.
I think too much information, ladies. Too much information.
Also, this is really important. Some people in the chat, some people are also bringing up like your hormones. That also has a very big, component in this,
it is,
because
I have no hormones.
Your medication can affect your drive and it can affect how you perform. So there are different hormonal, treatments and stuff that people might be on or off that completely changes how they operate in that area. So this is not like some broad.
The chat is talking.
And I didn't mean it like that at all, because this is not a broad thing. It's just, it just, to prove my point against what he was saying is what I was trying to get at, was just that, he thinks that women experience this extreme high and then nothing else can compare. And I'm going to compare every male I've ever been with after that point to that one. And that's not how we think. Yes, we do compare at the end, but we're not going to go back and say, I can't be with you because you have a memory.
Are we done with this video yet?
Okay.
Oh my god.
No, we're not.
We're
not going to be done if we keep doing this.
It looks like someone just showed him a picture of a Viking woman. Of a Viking shield maiden.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
There's a look on his face, like
that look on his face, yeah.
No, nobody's showing Vishanti's avatar. Okay, moving on.
Most expensive date on the more expensive date, he's the one who's gonna take the cake. She will forever look at every other date after that with a sense of pity. You ever notice how girls who've been ran through, or just more attractive girls, tend to look at men with a sense of resentment or a sense of pity? Or they look at nice guys definitely with a sense of pity as well. It's almost like, oh, it's so cute. Look at him trying so hard. He thinks this is actually impressing me. Look at him trying so hard to impress me. Why is he trying? It's almost like they're confused. They're like, why is he trying so hard to impress me? What have I done to deserve such effort? None of the other guys have ever put in this much effort before. They're confused as to why you would try so hard for them. Even they are not confused about the amount of value they provide. Even they understand that they are ruined. Even they understand that their value has gone out the window. It went out the window with the first 100 guys they slept with. And I do mean 100. You guys don't realize how utterly...
He said no to the prom.
Oh, look at that.
I'm going to give him credit.
That's a actually
when he's describing women going, look at this This poor soul trying so hard. That's the only true and accurate thing that he said this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But you know what?
But obviously his self-awareness needs some work because,
God. But, you know,
All right.
him saying that we're going to compare, that's the one thing that women are better
Ego.
known for, is not comparing a current to a past until after the fact. Yes, we notice the differences, but it's not like we're going to say, oh, you're out of the picture because you don't even compare to this.
Right,
you know,
right.
I don't compare somebody's looks or wealth or value, as he puts it, compared to somebody else's. That's not how I look at a person. I judge a person by the way they act, the way they, you know, and granted, most situations, you know, a man's going to treat you good in the beginning, but all of a sudden turn on you.
What he's
That's also-
describing is more people that are shallow. They only see a certain thing. And
And they're
I
all
think he's got it all wrong. I think he's thinking women are shallow, but actually women are looking at him like you're just a douche. And whenever he talks,
Gee, I wonder how they get
you're
that
just
idea.
a big fat douche. Like the minute he opens his mouth, you can just tell he's a big fat douche. I think
Yeah.
he's got money.
This
The
is
biggest
proactive.
douche in the universe.
oh my
This
god.
is
God,
the
we need
face
to
he
get
makes
that.
just before he corrects someone wrongly.
Yep, this is his actually.
Yes.
He's a male Karen.
I need more wine and I'll get
Darren, that's for sure. Uh-huh.
I need more alcohol. I'm tempted to
Oh,
open up another
Facty.
bottle.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right,
let's
let's get through it. 30 seconds.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Go, 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 go.
Abundant women's sex options are. Most women's sex options, from even for average girls, are through the roof. And it's because of the dynamic. Men are the ones who are supposed to approach the women. Therefore, women are naturally going to have more options. It just makes it seem like that. That's why women's egos are...
No, just no.
Bite your tongue.
It's just no. Because there are more shallow men than there are shallow women. I'm sorry, but it's a proven fact. Men judge women on their looks more than women judge men on their looks.
Well, I have to say, I've never seen a woman almost have an accident seeing me walk down the street. Seeing a woman
men
walk
look
down
at
the street.
women as men, and no offense to you gentlemen, I know, please don't take anything I say to heart because I love you guys, but
These are our gentlemen there, okay.
Yes.
They know they're okay.
No, I love, like, most of the guys in the chat, you know, I love them, you know, Facty, Jen, all of them, I love them, you know, Colin and Chief, I love you guys. This is not a general speaking, this is, you know, just what I've read on, you know, statistics and stuff like that, is that men view women more as objects than women view men as objects. More men are looking for the what do you call it? The woman who looks good by his side. You know what I mean?
Can we go on this video?
Yes. Go ahead. Go.
We've got about
Please.
3 minutes. Yeah, we've got about 3 minutes left.
3 minutes.
The
We
last-
can
the
do
last-
this, lady.
We can do this
five-
the next
Do
hour.
this. Come on.
Yeah.
You mean
But the
another
last-
hour? Then?
No, probably not. The
You just have
last
to
10
bite
to
our
15
tongues
seconds of
and
it is
let it
mine.
run. Okay?
All right. Let's
through the roof. That's why the moment they don't get this attention, they go fucking nuts. Because it's been that way their entire lives. That's why women can't acknowledge that they do have it easier in life. That's why women can't acknowledge the privileges they have in life, because it's been a part of their life their entire lives. But don't be fooled. Even they understand that their value is gone. That's why they don't like guys treating them with appreciation. That's why they don't like guys treasuring them. Because they know they're not treasures. They know they're not worthy of that treatment. But they're in such denial.
Can we gong this?
Vishanti.
I'm in physical pain.
Vishanti, I love you. I love you so much, and I love your views.
You've missed a lot of this video.
There
You need
is
to
so
go
much
through it like
more
we
to
have
this
been
video
going
than-
through it.
I want this video to circulate everywhere. I want this video to be
Please
out
no.
there.
Please.
No,
The first
because
time.
I want people to see, you know, like our views on this video. I want to see, you know, I want people to see everybody else's views on this video to prove.
I don't want to see more incels. Unlike,
okay, so the first time this youth has cursed was talking about a girl that was basically refusing him. That right there, that's his pain. He specifically cursed at a specific thing about a girl. It's like, and they just go fucking nuts. That's his pain. He has been refused.
I can guarantee you he was shot down once, and this is the result.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Women are masters
30 seconds.
of
We can do
self-denial.
it. We can
or
do
rather,
it.
not self-denial, but they're masters of going into denial. They don't deny themselves anything. They'll take anything they can get. Women say men will fuck anything, and then be the anything that gets fucked. It's so funny because for all the resentment towards men that ran through women have, they sure do seem to have sex with them all the time. They'll still take anything they can get. They don't. It's not like they turn down men's advances. It's not like they just turn away sex altogether. They don't become abstinent. They'll still take anything they can get, while at the same time pretending that they're not that type of person. They're just as degenerative as the degenerative men. Don't let the fact that men are the ones approaching women confuse you. Women are just able to hide it because of the natural dynamic. Nobody can see this underlying dynamic.
Yes,
it's like
please, we
so
can move on
obvious.
this
It's in our
shit.
it's observable in our everyday life, and yet nobody can see this. Nobody can take their awareness just an inch deeper and see, yeah, you know what? Men are the ones approaching women. Women are the ones getting approached. So naturally, it would make sense that women have more abundant options, and they're able to hide things easily, and they're able to make it seem like they don't want it as bad.
At least.
Poor Vishanti, we're making her suffer.
I think that we have really seen
Not the only one.
all that we need.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's got much more to give of any substance anyway. He never did, actually.
Because I got a nice little buzz, and I'd like to see something funny. Let's do something funny and amusing.
We should see the Women Know Your Limits video.
Oh my god.
Because it's funny.
No, Mipet says something about birthday things.
Oh!
Yeah. We've got some more fun stuff to do because, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
we do. It's
Yeah,
Amy's
let's get to the fun
birthday.
stuff.
This guy is too
Let's
much.
celebrate.
I'm drinking
Thank
for
you.
Aimee tonight. I need fun.
Thank you. Yes.
So you're drinking for two then.
That's some light stuff other than this jerk.
And
Okay,
to,
then.
and to be fair, this guy is a complete fuck knuckle, so
Yep.
I vote
Oh joy.
Womble. Mm-hmm.
Gone.
Bye bye, jerk one.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up.
Okay then, ladies. What I'll do is I'll just turn him on one more time, but I'll run it fast to the end because I put a little special bit
Chipmunk
at the end
him.
for it.
Chipmunk
Yeah,
him.
so- yes. Well, I'll try.
Please don't,
It won't
please
be-
don't turn him on.
It would be. Please.
He would know what to do
Oh,
if he was
jeez.
turned on.
Damn. Right. I'll roll it. Give me a second, guys.
And they're able to make it seem
Hold me back.
in the next one. Take care.
Hold your nose. You can't do this. You were going to try and flash me. Let's see how you like it.
Nice one. Nice.
That was a fitting end. to
brilliant
some-
ending.
Yes.
That was trash.
And it was. That's the sad
Wow.
part. Right after this video went out, he was gone.
I don't think he could take the heat from all the comments he was getting from it
Oh
because
my
others were
God.
covering him, and
I
I don't
think
he
his
could
mom
just
took his
take it.
phone.
Wow.
If my son put
Yeah,
out that video,
terrible.
I would take his phone.
Oh.
Oh, I wouldn't take his phone. I'd take his phone and shove it up his ass. I'm sorry,
my
but
gosh.
I am very strict with my kids. I'm very strict about a lot of different things. Respect is my biggest thing that I instilled into my kids. And I see too many kids nowadays, these millennials that have absolutely no respect for anyone.
I'm a millennial.
Not just the elders, but they have no reason.
How dare!
Present company excluded, Vishanti.
Oh,
I
how old
was
are you,
born in
Vishanti?
1982.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Present company excluded.
I'm talking to kids that are in their 20s right now.
They're not millennials.
Yeah, those are millennials.
Those are still millennials.
They're
My
not.
kids are in their 20s.
Well,
no, the youngest millennials are like at least I think it's like
97 or 98 was the end or something.
I'm talking about from like 95 and up.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. 95 and up. Kids, these
millennial,
I
I'm
consider
almost
them
40.
kids. Okay, granted, I'm not that old. I'm really not. I'm 42. I'm going to be 42 in December. I'm not that old.
Just a
but
kid.
I mean, you know, yeah, but I
Clever
grew
mom's like,
up
babies.
young.
Babies.
I grew up. When I was I had my first kid at 17. I grew up fast.
You had to with that, yeah.
Exactly. I was stupid and I was young. I was in love and blah blah blah. Anyways, I grew up fast. So, you know, everybody always told me and has always commented how, you know, I was a lot older than my age, blah, blah, blah. So I've always considered myself older than my actual age because that's how I feel. I've always been more mature. But anyways, yeah, I'm not that old. I'm not even 42 yet. But, you know, my kids are in their 20s and, you know, I look at my kids and I look at these other kids that are around the same age and I see so many kids. There's no excuse me's anymore. You know, somebody passing by you bumps into you, excuse
Old
me.
man
Oh,
yelling
sorry.
at cloud.
Just common courtesy. It is not there anymore.
Shake harder, boy.
Well, speaking of old, I would like to officially welcome everyone to the fun part of the evening.
Yes.
We have got a couple of short little bits to have a bit of a woo at. So, Colin, would you like to set up the first one, maybe?
Oh yeah, sure. The only problem is I can't keep the balloons on the screen when it's when the actual video is running, but I can just run it in the background, I suppose. We could just talk over the top of them.
There you go.
Yeah, let's just roll
there's
with
not
it.
much.
We'll make it work.
Yeah,
That's
just go
right.
for it. Everybody chip in.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear bird. Happy birthday.
Eyebrows. No piercing.
And that's why global warming's a thing.
Yeah. All the boomers and all their candles.
You scared
Birthday, dear Marilyn. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, that was
What up, baby?
Yeah. She's
Oh, God.
You know what's coming?
Oh my gosh!
Happy birthday.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, the teeth.
Happy birthday.
You know, pizza grandma's.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha. Hee-haw. Where's my chicken song?
Oh, yep.
Dear.
You could.
Kids are laughing.
Did you end the video?
Oh, God.
Alright, you get 3 hits.
that SpongeBob? Don't beat SpongeBob.
And that makes it all.
Global warming.
There you go.
A corner, Natalia wants some cake.
No.
Right, properly. That was a fail.
Wow.
Oh my god, how funny. That was awesome. We did that face smash to my stepbrother many years ago when my mom was married to my stepdad. My stepbrother, he was, I think it was like his 16th birthday, and they got him a cake that was like a woman's body in a bikini with the boobs and all of that. You remember those? And they smashed his head into the cake right between the boobs.
Wow.
Those were something else. Oh my gosh, my toes kept curling, especially with the fire around the kids and stuff. I just kept thinking, oh my god.
I know.
That last one with the big old flame, I'm like, fire sprinkler. That's what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you can imagine what my week's been like. I've been searching for all this weird shit.
Yeah.
I've just laughed the whole week. It's been great.
For real though, if somebody tried to mash my face into a cake, I would punch them.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And then if
Mark
they
Weiser-
were surprised or shocked or offended, I would be like, well, it's my birthday. I'm allowed a free punch.
No jury would
Mark
convict you.
Weiser has one. He saw a surprise birthday
I don't
video
want to
once
cry, I want to punch.
where the woman came through the door with a guy she was cheating with hanging all over her. Busted by her husband, both of their parents, and a lot of friends.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
That is cringe.
Look, okay,
Yeah.
so look, here's my view on that. If you're not happy with the one you're with, don't be with them. It's as simple as that.
Well, you'd think so.
I agree.
Just don't be with them. I mean, just
So, happy birthday, Amy!
Happy birthday, Amy!
Happy birthday!
Woohoo!
Thank you so much.
48 years old.
Oh, jeez, thanks, man.
Yeah,
If
you're
anybody
only
wants to
40.
post
That's
a little
awesome.
birthday message in the side
What,
chat, I'll try
22
and endeavour
now?
to put them on the screen. So please carry on.
Vamos done. Feliz cumpleaños.
Thank you so much.
22, right? And counting?
22 and counting. That's what we'll go with.
Is that in leap years?
My nanny used to tell me.
Hey, I shared my age. I thought I should share yours. It's 22. We all know we're okay with that.
I was 8 when I had Matt. No problem.
Of course, yeah.
I'm afraid I've got to go. I've got to tend to my little one. You know, my woman job.
No, but you're not allowed.
Well, thank you so much, Woden. I'm so
I've
glad
got
you
class
Yeah,
in the
well,
morning.
it was fun.
I did
Yeah.
enjoy this. That I had quite the experience talking about yonder
idiot?
child. So hope we can do this again sometime. I
That was
hope I
fun.
survive the semester.
Hey, my
No
birthday's
worries,
in December,
won't
so
Have
if
a
I
great
vanish
night.
for a bit, it's because class.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And happy birthday, of course.
Thank you.
I also
Bye,
must
Woden.
depart. I'm about to
Vishanti.
have to get my lasagna out before it burns, but also
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have to
better do
finish a
that.
project before like the end
Oh,
of
gosh.
tonight. So I know I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, we could
But-
go around.
So-
happy birthday, Amy! You're so awesome. You deserve lots of Five Guys and bags of French fries.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Vishanti.
Bye, Vishanti.
You're the best, Aimee.
Bye, Vishanti.
Bye.
Bye, Vish.
Almost 1,000 subs. That's right. Oh my goodness, thank you. So should we go around the room and get that
Oh, are we
dog
done
scared?
already?
Ooh.
No, I've got a couple more if you'd like
Oh,
a few
you do?
short
I'm sorry.
little few more laughs. I'm
I'll
up for it,
definitely
guys.
one more.
At
Sounds
least,
good.
yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, 'cause it doesn't
I'm
take
hoping
us
the
long
video
to get
works.
around them. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll play it.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
Oh, hold on. Oh, my video's locked.
Happy birthday.
It's a cute picture. We'll leave it there. Sorry, ladies.
I knew that was going to happen.
Happy birthday, dear Tilo.
Happy birthday.
Actually, I do have some from my first birthday. I have to find them. Again, they're in my lockbox somewhere, so I'll have to.
Yeah, they're locked and hidden away, far away. Like.
It's funny that you
Happy birthday to
you know, it's funny because both of mine
Happy birthday, dear ya.
Chris was like long and skinny.
You got this. You got this.
Blow it out. I looked at them compared to my pictures when I was little, and they're both males, and I'm a female, and you know, it's so amazing.
Blow it out. Yeah.
How much they look like
Blow it
us
out.
when we were little.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Oh, it's my little again.
I know.
You just like those balloons?
That too.
Their birthdays were in July, so they just turned 23 and 22 and 24. And it still blows my mind. It's just like, oh my God, how old? What?
Yeah.
So I think about it because, you know, whenever I was growing up, I remember my dad going, "No, you're not that old because that means I'm this old." And, you know, and
Right. The older we get, the older they get. Exactly. But it's all how you feel, not your chronological age. So.
Yeah, my daughter's older than me.
Well, my daughter and I are the same age. She's 22 in June, so I'm 22 plus 34 years. So there you go.
Happy birthday, dear John Paul.
I think about
Happy
it's
birthday.
funny, whenever your birthday comes up, their birthday comes up, holidays. It's always those major events that makes you look back and think, about when they were little. Happy birthday. And
Happy birthday, dear Marilyn. Happy birthday to you.
All of a sudden, life turns more serious.
Yep.
Yep, it does.
Exactly. Aimee.
Oh my gosh!
And my kid shares a birthday with you this month. Yes, my youngest boy turned 11 last week. On the 15th. Yes, but when he was a year old, it actually snowed on his birthday. And when he was a baby, he loved being naked. He hated play. So the moment you got him naked, he was off the bed and out the
Dear
door.
bird.
And on this day, we were, gonna dress him up warm and just make him an Eskimo. as we got him, he was naked and he was at the door and it was snowing. So we had him running around naked in the yard. I've got 3 kids, and the other 2 were trying to chase him. He was zigzagging all over the yard. It was and now he's 11. Yeah,
wow, I know.
And it's odd because he has mixed parents. I'm Indian and his dad is white. So when you look at him, he's got white features. But if you take a photo of him, he looks Indian in the photo.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My youngest
It's the light. Yeah.
My youngest said that he's got his dad's olive skin. We're both white, but I have very pale skin, which you know I'm 1/4 Indian, but American Indian.
Did you end the video?
But my oldest son has my skin.
Alright, you get 3 hits.
We walk outside for 2 seconds and we're fine. My youngest son, he's got his father's features where he looks pale, but he goes out in the sun for 2 seconds and he's dark. He's pale. Beautiful olive skin. It's so funny how different they are. We go back to what religion is. Like you said, when you take a picture, you see his olive skin but it's amusing and how different.
So Aimee, can I say his name and wish him? I told him that I'm gonna be with you tonight, and I'm gonna mention his name, and then when I see him next weekend, I will play the clip for him, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course, please do.
Colin, apparently we've got the video is paused and the sound is coming over and they can't hear us.
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
Now you got that. Oh, I don't hear anything.
No, it's not the video.
Okay. So it's
For some
not
reason
that.
that looks like it's playing now.
Weird.
It's weird. No, it's locked again. Yeah, I'll take it off screen.
Okay, thank you. There we go.
Sorry about that, chat.
Sorry about that.
We've still got some feedback coming from somebody, but hey, anyway, Aimee, do you want to take it on a wrap up?
Sure.
Wait. No, we got to do the shout out.
Yeah, sorry, Sal.
Yes.
Yeah, please, let's do that first, and then we'll do the round table.
Okay, so his name is Kyle. So to my boy Kyle, happy birthday, my boy. I love you so much. And I hope you grow up to be just awesome.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Aimee.
Thank you. I love it. That's great. Okay,
Yeah, just don't show him the rest of this video.
Oh, no, he's 11. I won't subject him to that nonsense.
No.
That's right.
Never, ever. Doesn't matter how old he is, never subject him to that.
Cutest. When he was about 4, we still lived in Joburg, and there was another little girl, also about 4, and it seemed like once they met, they only had eyes for each other. So when I'd go to the shop, I'd have to take him with, and they would just sit down next to each other holding hands. It was the cutest thing.
Oh my God.
No. So I asked
you. Like I said, reminiscing about when they're little, it's amazing. It's a good feeling.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
The cutest little stupid things that they used to do, and you used to laugh, and it's wonderful. I have pictures of my boys when they were little, and it was so cute. My youngest son, or my oldest son, it was so funny. Whenever I brought home my second son, he hated him. He hated him so much. He was so angry that we brought a new baby into the home. And anybody who was holding him, I have a picture of my ex-mother-in-law holding both of them whenever the day we came home. My ex-mother-in-law's got the baby in one hand, and then my oldest is sitting there. And he has this look on his face like, how dare you? And he's trying to get away. And it's so funny because, you know, a few years later, we were taking him to daycare, and another older kid was picking on my younger one, and my oldest stuck up for him many times over the years. He stuck up for him, and he got kicked out of school once because of it. He protected him, and he was such a good older brother, protecting him against bullies. And it's so amazing how they grow into their personalities, watching them and seeing how they're going to turn out. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine my life without my kids. I really couldn't.
No, same here. I could, yeah. Matt and I are a team, so yeah, I can't either.
Oh, also, Aimee, I also have a Matt. My oldest son is Matthew, yes.
Nice.
I've been meaning to do for so long.
I'm a nephew.
He's going to be 18 in November. Yes.
Oh, wow. This one just turned 16, and oh my goodness.
I know.
So we have something in common, Aimee.
That's right, we do.
There you go.
There.
Great minds think alike.
That's right. And we'll, yes, perfect. That's awesome. So let's get right around the room and let's get everybody's assessment of how the night went. Let's start with Mipet. Mipet, what did you think of this evening?
Okay, today I learned I've only got that guy was a complete fuck knuckle with no idea. So does that count?
Yes,
but just remember, everyone, cult's bad, free will good.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my God.
And Aimee, I hope what's left of your birthday is brilliantly fun.
Thank you so much. It was. This made my day, so thank you. And next up, thank you. And next up, we have Glober Mom. Glober Mom, what did you think of this evening?
Let me pick up what Mipet said first is cult's bad, free will good.
Yes.
Sucker's born every minute, and a fool is when you're soon parted, and that kid does not know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
And happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And next,
funny.
it was. We had such a good time. And next up, we have Trish, also known as Queen on Discord. Trish, what did you think of this evening? She might still be muted. Yeah, so that's okay. We'll come back to Trish. So we'll go next up to Kim. Thank you so much for coming tonight, Kim. What did you think of this evening?
Oh, first off, I was thrilled when I was invited. I was so excited I got to celebrate your birthday with you. And when I heard this video was coming up, I was excited to get my 2 cents in, and it blows my mind at the stupidity that is still out there today. In my own little world, until I got into these YouTube videos, I didn't realize there was this much stupidity in the world still. So this was a whole new, like I said, rabbit hole to get into. That
exactly.
It just pushes women. It's trying to push women back down, and it irritates me. But I had so much fun, and I love seeing all these women get together, and I loved it. I had so much fun tonight, and I hope you at least enjoyed yourself somewhat, Aimee.
I did. Thank you. Thank you very much. I did. And next up, we have Sal, Southern Hemisphere Globehead. What did you think of this evening?
I was quite stunned. When I saw the title of the video, I didn't know what it was all about. I stopped watching like all that MGTOW stuff a long time ago. It was terrible back then. It's terrible now. This Lighty has no clue. I don't think he's even been outside and talked to people. And I agree with Mipet. It's, what did she say? Fuck knuckle. I've never heard that description before. You learn something new every day.
Thank you, Blue Marble Science.
Oh.
Exactly.
Almost another good one too.
And Aimee, you have an absolutely awesome rest of your birthday.
Yes, thank you.
I hope you are wonderfully blessed and you live to enjoy many more. And I hope I helped you make it a little bit better.
You did. Thank you so much. I can't
I really
thank you
appreciate it. Ladies, you have been fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been fun.
Thank you, Aimee. Thanks, Mipet.
Thank you. And next up, we have Trish, also known as Queen. Thank you so much for coming tonight. What did you think of this evening?
I thought it was fantastic. Thanks, Mipet, for the invite, but I'm here for you, Aimee, because it's your birthday.
you.
So it's a great milestone. And I want to give a shout out to Gary as well, because he had a birthday last month, unfortunately. So shout out to Gary. But no, it's been great. It's been great. And yes, there's all sorts of weird on the internet, isn't there? Especially YouTube.
Yes, it certainly is. There really is. It's amazing how much weird is out there too.
I know. Never ceases to surprise me just how stupid people can be.
Oh, it's yeah, exactly. Me too. I'm just all the time.
I think the problem for that guy is that, that's going to be on YouTube forever, and obviously it's getting a few views. So as he gets older and has a family of his own and maybe gets a wife and has a daughter, he's going to feel like such a jerk, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not going to get one.
Well, no, he
Somebody
won't.
help him not have
He'll have to
babies.
change his name and maybe wear a disguise or something. He might have to go into witness protection. But what a douche.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, he is terrible.
But shout out to you anyway, Aimee. It's always great to see you around in the chats and stuff. And I know that I've definitely made you a better troll. That's what I feel in the last 12 or so months that we've been.
You are a great teacher.
Hanging out. Thanks, Mipet. Thanks. Yeah, so just
thank you
being
for
you,
that.
Aimee, because it's fantastic hearing you in Discord and having your chats and your trolling's definitely. It's a game now, definitely.
Yes, I owe it all to Trish. She's amazing. She's taught me so much.
I mean Gary's pretty good at it as well. I think the Pinkertons are pretty good at it, but yeah.
Yes, they are. I've learned a lot, so it's been great.
You almost just learn how to have some gin and gems Discord, don't you? Mipet would understand that.
Yes, you can. It's
Mute yourself.
So yeah, congratulations, Aimee, and I hope you have plenty more.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I got thank you.
And next up, we have Cheesemondo. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you. So, what did you think of this evening?
I've got a list of things I need to Google after the show. One of them is multiple orgasms. One of them is multiple partners. This new concepts. I'll be doing some extensive research after the show. I just want to wish you a happy birthday, Aimee. I think you're awesome. It's not a secret, so happy birthday, and I hope you've had a great day.
Thank you so much, Cheese, and thank you so much for coming. I've missed you on here. It's been great.
This was an experience.
Yes, it is. Exactly. And last but not least, the one who's been pushing the buttons all evening for us and putting up with all of us. Thank you so much, Colon, for doing that. What did you think of this evening?
Is it safe to come out from underneath my bedclothes now, please?
It's safe. The bad man is gone.
You and Cheese are one of the few men who are good.
Oh, thank you. No, it's been fun. I knew when this video came up that you girls had to have a shot at it and make sure you had your word about it and show the world on it. Because so many of them have been the men or the male aspect of the video and trying to justify for females in the world. And it just needed your voice. So well done, girls. I loved it. Apart from that, Aimee, happy birthday. It's been great knowing you for last year and a bit. And no, I love you a bit, babe. Keep it up.
Thank
keep
you.
smiling.
I love you
keep
guys.
happy.
Yeah.
Aimee, you are
And
awesome.
Matt's growing into a fantastic lad because of his single mum. Thank you so much for proving this idiot so wrong.
Exactly.
They are wrong. They are just so wrong. And that's what I'm here for, just to take all my shit out on them, just to tell them that they're fucking stupid. There we go.
Wow.
Kick their
Exactly.
ass. That's what I'm here for. And that's what my next year is dedicated to. Kicking butt.
Kicking butt and taking names.
All right, everybody, now let's sing. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aimee. Happy birthday to you.
And many more
on Channel 4.
Oh,
delay
get
is such
us
a
out
fun
of here.
thing.
It was so much fun. Thank you so much.
God,
Delay
you
is a
guys in the
fun
chat are
thing.
Too much.
It is. I'm not used to all this attention either, but thank you so much.
Oh my
And I
goodness,
wanna-
that was fun.
That was fun. And I want to thank everyone in the chat for coming tonight. Thank you very much. And putting up with that horrible video we had at the beginning.
Yeah.
As always, thank you so much. And thank you so much to the panel and all the guests that came tonight.
Where can I
Thank
get
you.
a copy of that video?
Oh my God,
I'll
anywhere
sort it
now.
out for you.
I
Yeah.
want to show it to my hubby.
Yeah.
I want to give him like multiple heart attacks.
I would show him that, or you could eat. Well, yeah, I would show him even Schrodinger's cat's version because
Okay, I
he
will
did a
do that.
good critique of that video.
Schrodinger's
Yeah.
cat and
No, she doesn't want the video. She wants the happy
Thank you
birthday
so much,
bit.
everybody. Good night.
Oh, okay.
Good night.
happy birthday.
Good night, everybody.
I love you all.
Good night,
Bye.
For my mom's birthday. Bye.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.